Hello students, today in this session we will discuss a few more problems from exercise 10G. The first problem is find the intervals in which the function f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 4 is strictly increasing for all x belongs to R. Means the domain of the function is R as it is a polynomial of degree 3. So in this domain, what are the intervals or which intervals the function is getting increasing? So now we'll see the solution. So given f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square plus 4, and what is the derivative of this function? F dash of x. Derivative of x cube is 3x square minus, as minus is there minus, derivative of 3x square is 3 is constant, derivative of x square is 2x plus derivative of constant is 0, means 3x square minus 6x, or 3x if I take as a common, then it will be x minus 2. So 3x into x is 3x square, 3x into minus 2 is minus 6x. So now we have to find out the critical points where the derivative becomes 0 or undefined. So the critical points where f dash of x is 0 or undefined is 3x times of x minus 2 is equal to 0, implies as the product is 0 means any one of them is 0, then the product will be 0. So either x is equal to 0 or x minus 2 will be 0. X is equal to 0 or x is equal to 2. So the domain is minus infinity to plus infinity. So based on the domain, now we have to divide into sub-intervals based on the critical points. So what are the critical points we got is 0 and 2. So divide the sub-intervals with the help of 0 and 2. Means the domain minus infinity to plus infinity is divided into sub-intervals. So what are the sub-intervals? Minus infinity to 1 is 0, means one interval, second interval, third interval. In minus infinity to 0, 0 to 2 and 2 to infinity. So these are the three sub-intervals. Now choose any one value in between or in the first sub-interval. Minus infinity to 0. So if I choose minus 1, if I put x is equal to minus 1, then f dash of minus 1 will be what? So substitute that minus 1 in the first derivative, f dash of x. So f dash of x is 3x times of x minus 2. So 3 into minus 1 times minus 1 minus 2. So minus 3 into minus 3, which is 9 greater than 0. So we are getting a positive signs in the sub-interval minus infinity to 0. So positive sign. Next 0 to 2, choose 1. If x is equal to 1, then f dash of 1 will be 3 into 1 times of 1 minus 2, which will be minus 3, which is negative. So the slopes are negative in the sub-interval 0 to 2. So just I am putting the negative sign. Next 2 to infinity. If x is equal to 10, normally 2 to infinity means any value, any real number greater than 2. You choose any number. So I am choosing 10. Then f dash of 10 will be 3 into 10 into 10 minus 2, which will be 30 into 8, 240, which is greater than 0. Means we are getting a positive signs. So what we can conclude from this function? And the question is only is asking to find out what intervals which are increasing. So the function is strictly increasing, or means functions are strictly increasing in minus infinity comma 0 and 2 comma infinity. So this is the solution. But if I change the question to in which interval it is decreasing, means the answer is open interval 0 to 2. So as per this question, in which intervals which are increasing means minus infinity to 0 and 2 to infinity. Now next we'll see the next problem. Now we'll see the second question. Find the intervals in which the function f of x is equal to sin to the power of 4x plus cos to the power of 4x for all x belongs to closed interval 0 to pi by 2. It is increasing and decreasing. So the function, whatever the given function, the domain is closed interval 0 to pi by 2. So we have to divide, we have to consider the domain as 0 to pi by 2 itself, means in first quadrant. So solution, given f of x is equal to sin to the power of 4x plus cos to the power of 4x, and f dash of x will be what? D by derivative of sin to the power of 4x will be 4 into sin cube x into d by dx of sin x, plus is a plus, derivative of cos to the power of 4x, it is 4 cos cube x into d by dx of cos x. So 4 sin cube x, derivative of sin x is cos x, plus 4 cos cube x into, what is the derivative of cos x? Will be minus sin x. So 4 is common in both the terms. We can consider, we can take sin x, cos x as common elements. So it will be, among sin cube x, already we have taken sin x as out, so it will be sin square x, minus will be there, minus, and cos square x. Or if we still simplify, 4 can be written as 2 times of 2 sin x cos x into sin square x minus cos square x. So 2 into, what is 2 sin x cos x? We can have sin 2x, and sin square x minus cos square x means it is minus cos 2x. So overall it is minus 2 sin 2x into cos 2x. So again it is in the form of 2 sin A sin B. Or sorry, it is in the form of 2 sin A cos A. Again sin 2A. So it will be minus sin 2 times of 2x, which is minus sin 4x. Means the derivative of this function f dash of x will be minus sin 4x. So that is the derivative of the given function. Now we have to find out what are the critical points. The critical points where f dash of x is 0, that is minus sin 4x is equal to 0, implies sin 4x is equal to 0. So what is the general solution of sin theta is equal to 0 is n pi. But here in the place of theta it is 4x. So we will be getting the general solution for 4x, that is n pi. But we required x, so it will be n pi by 4. But what is n? N belongs to z. Now we have to select the critical points in such a way that elements should be in between 0 to pi by 2 itself. It should be in pi by 0 to pi by 2 only. So what are the numbers? If you put n is equal to 1, it is pi by 4, which is a angle which lies between 0 to pi by 4. If I go for n is equal to 2, then it will be a pi by 2, that is an end point. If I go for 0, that will be also an end point. If I choose negative values, then it will be left side of 0. The angles will be left side of 0. That doesn't exist in that domain. So the critical point is only pi by 4. The critical point is x is equal to pi by 4. Now divide the domain. So divide the interval. What interval? 0 to pi by 2 into sub intervals with critical points, that is 0 to pi by 4 and pi by 4. Okay, because what is our domain? 0 to pi by 2. And what is the critical point? Pi by 4, which is a number which is inside the 0 to pi by 2. So sub intervals 0 to pi by 4 and pi by 4 comma pi by 2. Now we have to check the sign. If x is equal to any value between 0 to pi by 4, pi by 4 means 45 degrees. Choose any angle between 0 to 45 degrees. So I choose 30 degrees. 30 degrees. Then f dash of 30 degrees, or we can say pi by 6. So f dash of pi by 6. What is the value? Minus sine 4 times of pi by 6, which is minus sine 120 degrees. 120, sine of 120. Sine 120 is a positive value or negative value. 120 degrees lies in second quadrant, sine will be positive. So sine 120 will be positive and there is a minus, so we will have a negative sign. So minus sine 120 will be a value which will be less than 0. Similarly, if means we can have a negative value. If x is equal to any number between 45 to 90, I choose 60 degrees, that is pi by 3. Then f dash of pi by 3 will be minus sine 4 times of pi by 3, which is minus sine 240 degrees. 60 into 4, 240. So sine 240 degrees is an angle lies in the third quadrant. In third, sine will have a negative sign. So sine 240 will be negative. But already one minus is there. So overall minus sine 240 will be a value which will be a positive. So we can have a positive sign. So what we can conclude is the function f of x decreases in open interval 0 to pi by 4 and increases in pi by 4 to pi by 2. So let me write strictly decreasing in what interval? 0 comma pi by 4 and strictly increasing in pi by 4 comma pi by 2. So this is our conclusion. Now we'll go for next problem. Now we'll see the next problem. Show that x by 1 plus x is less than ln of 1 plus x less than x for all x greater than 0. Means for positive real numbers the inequality holds. So we'll try to find out the inequality by using the derivative, first derivative. So solution. So assume that let f of x is a function x by 1 plus x minus ln of 1 plus x. Just x by 1 plus x minus ln of 1 plus x. Treat this is a function. So what is the derivative? F dash of x will be d by dx of x by 1 plus x minus d by dx of ln of 1 plus x. Now, what is the derivative of x by 1 plus x? So, you have, in this case, you have to apply the u by v rule. So, derivative of means d by dx of x into 1 plus x minus x into d by dx of 1 plus x by 1 plus x whole square minus is there minus derivative of ln of 1 plus x. So, it will be normally 1 plus x is u. So, it will be 1 by 1 plus x into d by dx of inside function 1 plus x. So, if you simplify, derivative of x is 1. So, it will be 1 plus x minus x, because derivative of 1 plus x is derivative of 1 is 0 plus derivative of x is 1. So, the whole derivative of this function is multiplied with x. So, you will get x by 1 plus x whole square minus derivative of 1 plus x is 1. So, it will be 1 by 1 plus x. So, which will be 1 by 1 plus x whole square minus 1 by 1 plus x, which seems to be, by taking 1 plus x whole square as LCM, so it will be 1 minus of 1 plus x, which will be minus x by 1 plus x whole square. So that is the derivative. Now, if you find out the critical points where the derivative becomes 0 or undefined is, if you assume that x is 0, but 0 is in the domain, what is our domain is 0 to infinity. So 0 is our end point, or minus 1, which is for minus 1 the function gets undefined, but minus 1 does not exist in our domain. So for this there are no critical points. Now, what type of sign exists? If you choose any number x which is greater than 0, if I choose 100, then what happens? Minus 100 by 1 plus 100 whole square. Is it a negative value or a positive value? Which gives a negative value, which is always less than 0. So what we can conclude from this? The derivative, since f dash of x is less than 0, implies f is decreasing function. F is a decreasing function. Now we apply the definition of a decreasing function. If 0 is less than x, normally the values will be on the right side of 0 only. So 0 is less than x implies, as per the condition of decreasing function, what should be? F of 0 should be greater than f of x. But what is f of 0? F of 0 is 0 by 1 plus 0, 0 minus ln of 1 plus 0, ln 1 will be 0. So 0 is greater than x by 1 plus x minus ln of 1 plus x, or x by 1 plus x minus ln of 1 plus x will be less than 0. Either 0 is greater than this one or this will be less than 0. If you take this minus ln of 1 plus x to the right side, so it will be x by 1 plus x is less than ln of 1 plus x. So assume that this is an equation 1. Now, so we have proved this is a decreasing function. Now let us take g of x. Now let g of x is ln of 1 plus x minus x. ln of 1 plus x minus x. Now we will try to find out what type of function it is. G dash of x will be derivative of ln of 1 plus x is what? Derivative of ln of 1 plus x is 1 by 1 plus x into derivative of 1 plus x is 1. So d by dx of ln of 1 plus x minus d by dx of x, which is 1 by 1 plus x minus derivative of x is 1. If you simplify, what you get will be 1 minus 1 minus x by 1 plus x. So again the critical points will be 0 or minus 1, but that both the points will not exist in the domain. So for this there are no critical points. And what type of function it is now? If you choose any number x which is greater than 0, so if I choose 10, minus 10 by 1 plus 10, that is minus 10 by 11, again will be what? Therefore g dash of x is less than 0. So that will be g of x is an again decreasing function. Now we will apply the definition. So we will apply the definition for decreasing function. Since 0 is less than x implies g of 0 should be greater than g of x. That is the definition of a decreasing function. So what is g of 0? G of 0 is ln of 1 plus 0 is ln 1, that is 0 minus 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0 is greater than ln of 1 plus x minus x, or we can have ln of 1 plus x minus x is less than 0. So that is ln of 1 plus x is less than x. So that is the second inequality. So if we club 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what is 1? X by 1 plus x less than ln of 1 plus x. Again ln of 1 plus x is less than x. So that is our statement. Next problem. Show that x by 1 plus x square is less than tan inverse of x is less than x when x is greater than 0. So which is similar to the previous problem. Now we will try to find out solution. Let f of x is equal to x by 1 plus x square minus tan inverse of x. So now we will try to find out what is the derivative of this function. F dash of x will be d by dx of x by 1 plus x square minus d by dx of tan inverse of x. Now for this function you have to apply the u by v rule for x by 1 plus x square. D by dx of x into 1 plus x square minus x into d by dx of 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square whole square. Minus is a minus, and what is the derivative of tan inverse of x? So that will be 1 by 1 plus x square. So if you simplify, derivative of x is 1. So 1 is multiplied with 1 plus x square. 1 plus x square minus x times of, what is the derivative of 1 plus x square? 2x by 1 plus x square whole square minus 1 by 1 plus x square. So 1 plus x square minus x into 2x is 2x square. So 1 plus x square minus 2x square gives to 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square whole square minus 1 by 1 plus x square. So if you take the LCM, 1 plus x square whole square is LCM. So it will be 1 minus x square minus again 1 plus x square, which will be 1 minus 1 get cancelled, minus 2x square by 1 plus x square whole square. Now we have to find the critical points. So the critical points are 0 only, but 0 is the end point which is not in the domain. So for this function there are no critical points. So there is no need of dividing the interval into subintervals. Now choose a point which is greater than 0. If I choose 1, minus 2 into 1 by 1 plus 1 whole square, which gives a positive value or a negative value. So you will get a negative value, that is negative sign. So what we can conclude is, since f dash of x is less than 0 implies f of x is a decreasing function. Now we apply the definition, that is 0 is less than x implies f of 0. What is f of 0 should be greater than 0 or less than? Should be greater than f of x. So what is f of 0? 0 by 1 plus 0 square means 0 minus tan inverse of 0 is 0. So 0 is greater than x by 1 plus x square minus tan inverse of x, or x by 1 plus x square minus tan inverse of x is less than 0. So we can have x by 1 plus x square is less than tan inverse of x. So assume that is the equation 1. Next we will go for one more function. Let g of x is another function, that is tan inverse of x minus x. Tan inverse of x minus x. Now what is the g dash of x? That will be derivative of tan inverse of x is 1 by 1 plus x square minus derivative of x is 1. Or if we still simplify, 1 plus x square is the LCM. So it will be 1 minus of 1 plus x square. So which gives to minus x square by 1 plus x square. So what type of sign we get? In the domain 0 to infinity, you choose any point in between 0 to infinity. So again, if I choose 2, minus 2 square means minus 4 by 1 plus 4, 5 means minus 4 by 5, which gives a negative value. So we can have less than 0. So therefore g dash of x is less than 0 implies, so as we are getting a negative sign means it is a decreasing function. G of x is an decreasing function. Now we will go for the definition of a decreasing function. So that is 0 less than x implies g of 0 should be greater than g of x. So what is g of 0? G of 0 will be tan inverse of 0 minus 0. So again tan inverse of 0 is 0, minus 0 is 0. So 0 is greater than tan inverse of x minus x, or tan inverse of x minus x is less than 0. That is tan inverse of x is less than x. So that is 2. So we will combine 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2 we get x by 1 plus x square is less than tan inverse of x, and this tan inverse of x is less than x. Again tan inverse of x is less than x. So this is our statement. Next problem. So the next problem is, show that the function f of x is equal to ln of 1 plus x by x is a decreasing function in 0 to infinity. Now we will try to find out the we have to show that it is entirely decreasing in 0 to infinity. So we'll see the solution. Given f of x is equal to ln of 1 plus x by x. Normally it is in what form? Ln of a by b. So which we can have as ln of 1 plus x minus ln x. So that is f of x. Now we will try to find out f dash of x. That is d by dx of ln of 1 plus x minus d by dx of ln x. So what is the derivative of ln of 1 plus x? That will be 1 by 1 plus x into derivative of 1 plus x is 1 minus derivative of ln x is 1 by x. So which is x minus 1 plus x upon x into 1 plus x if we consider the LCM. So which gives to x minus 1 minus x. So minus 1 by x into 1 plus x. So that is the f dash of x. Now what are the critical points? Where the derivative does not exist means if x is equal to 0 does not exist, or x is equal to minus 1 does not exist. Means can we consider 0 and minus 1 are the critical points in the domain 0 to infinity? No, because 0 is not included in the domain as well as minus 1 is also not included in the domain. So we can have 0 to infinity as interval because there are no critical points. So if there are no critical points, then no need of dividing into subintervals. So we have to directly go for checking the sign of the f dash of x. Now substitute any value between 0 to infinity. Any value between 0 to, if I choose 1, if x is equal to 1, then f dash of 1 will be minus 1 by 1 into 1 plus 1, which is minus 1 by 2. So can we decide is a positive value or a negative value? So it's a negative value. Minus 1 by 2 is less than 0. So what we can have is f of x is strictly, as it is a negative sign, we can have function is strictly decreasing in 0 to infinity. So these are the problems from the exercise 10G, and try to solve the similar problems from the same exercise, and we'll come back with the new topic in the next section. Thank you.